Hello everyone, welcome to another episode on our channel on Aikido Virtual Dojo. And today we want to link the symbol of yin-yang, this energy symbol, the circle with the white and black part and the two dots, which is called yin-yang in Chinese. In Japanese it's in and yo. We want to link it to Aikido techniques, so see how this receptive and active part of this circle correspond to what is happening in our techniques when we execute them. So stay with us for a few minutes and we'll show you some examples and explain it. In Aikido techniques we can find both the receptive energy and the active energy. So we're working with energy when we do this techniques, when we practice our techniques, and we can find both receptive and active. And there can be a lot of receptive and a little bit of active. There can be a lot of active, little bit of receptive. And if you look at this energy circle, this yin-yang, you can see that the black part is going over into the white part is going over again to the black part. So it's actually transforming all the time from one into another and going forth and back. And the circle makes it infinite, so you can continue with changes as long as you want. So let's have a look at this very basic, simple example of this one. So I'll ask Durward to attack me with the Ryotedori. And I'll make a Kokyunage technique. And for Ryotedori Kokyunage, we have clearly a very receptive part in the beginning, and then very active part with the second step, when I actually do the projection. Okay? But if you look at the symbol itself, at the circle, in the black part there is a little white dot, and in the white part there is a little black dot. So actually this means that I cannot be fully receptive, because if I'm only receptive, it might look a bit like this. So I need to be a little bit active in the receptive. And the receptive energy is this receiving here, letting the uke come closer and kind of push me, but I still stay a little bit active with my arm, guiding him to the side and making him go down here. And in the active part, it's not only active, because if it's only active, if I just push, it might not work. He might resist it. So in the active part there is a little bit of receptive here, this turning around for the Kokyunage. So actually it's not only active or only receptive when we do a technique, there is a mix of both of them, and they can transform one into another. So depending on the phase of the technique, you are more active or you are more receptive. A very good example for this one is Kaishiwaza, the reversals of technique. So if we look at the Kaishiwaza, for example, Shomenuchi Ikkyo, when Durward does the technique, first I'm receptive, but then I switch into active when I reverse the technique. Okay, so it's really like I'm being on purpose receptive in the beginning, drawing the uke in this case, or the nage. He's doing the technique, so in this case he's the nage. Drawing him into the movement and then reversing with the active part, more active. So this is kind of faster and more energetic switch. And there are also some techniques where you can actually transform several times between both of them. And you can see also that usually when I'm active, the uke is receptive, and when I'm receptive, the uke is active. So there is also a flow not only within what I'm doing, but also a flow between the two partners in the exercise. So if we take Katadori Menuchi here, for example, so he's attacking, so he's active first with the attack, and I'm getting active here. So I'm connecting in an active way with an active energy into his center line. So from here I will open up the space, I will be receptive, and not forgetting a bit of active part for the guidance and filling in the space. So I'm receptive here, I'm letting him in. And as I do this, he's actually becoming active. And then from here I can do, let's finish with a simple Kokyunage. Again, I'm active, making the Kokyunage projection. And the rod is getting receptive and doing the roll. But if you look even closer at this technique, and maybe let's do it on the other side this time. So even though I'm active here and the rod is receptive, I'm still receptive on the attack here. Okay, so I'm not only going here and ignoring completely this, but I'm still feeling into this attack. so that I can then turn. And as I'm receptive here, I'm already actively filling in the space and guiding him, so that he goes into the position where I can then move into the projection. So the flow between the active receptive is constant. It's like happening all the time in the technique. And it's not only me changing from active receptive, but it's also a balance of active and receptive between the naga and the uke. So I hope you find this exploration interesting. There are many other techniques that can be explored in this way, from this perspective of the active and receptive energy. Let us know your thoughts about it, and see you soon in another video.